So what I want to speak to you about is just that, rural preservation and rural planning. As planners, we are often asked to help a community preserve their rural character, keep exactly what it is that they love from diminishing. But that also poses some really unique social, fiscal, and economic and resource challenges, because the whole definition of what is a rural community has really started to evolve over the last 10 to 15 years as lifestyles have evolved. So it's gone from even just a true agrarian way of life to folks just wanting to define their own way to use rural land. And so what we see is that the challenges that rural communities face are really no different than the challenges that urban and suburban communities face. You find that you're vulnerable to the effects of a sprawling landscape, that more people are driving in a rural community perhaps ever than before, because they aren't always living there full time, or the needs that they have are too far from where they live. But most importantly, like I said, the definition of rural living is changing, and so we're seeing that the grandparents and parents no longer want to actually do the farming activities, and then we're even seeing that some of the next generation is more reluctant to do so, but they still want that rural environment, and so there's a lot of challenges there. But I think what's most critical to the difference between urban and suburban communities is the fact that those communities often have a plan in place. Those communities have good development controls, or at least accustomed to having development controls in place that could perhaps stop the changing of their landscape.